Hi there, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Conversations with MM. I hope everybody's doing well. It's getting cold. I think it's going to snow in the next few hours, so brace yourselves. And I would like to congratulate my friends, Edwin Josue and Jerry Sibal, for the successful launch of YAMAN exhibit at the Marriott Marquis at Times Square. Yahoo! Congratulations. You outdid yourselves, people, my dear friends. So congratulations. And this evening, I have a wonderful guest, one of the exhibitors of YAMAN. She is a very entrepreneurial and active young lady who has founded the group called the Dreamweaver Collective, no other than Miss Cecille Castillon-Weinstein. Yes, I said that correctly. Hi, Cecile.
Hi, Miss Maribel. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I really appreciate the invite.
And oh my God, thank you for having your time with us today. Sorry that we missed our weavers. They already left, back to the Philippines. And they are, who are the weavers again, Cecile?
So we have Estrelita Godwino, our weaver. She's also a Tiboli designer, and she's the outfit of Miss Catriona Gray is part of her collection.
Oh,
yes.
Exactly. I truly missed that, but we agreed that we will have them, right?
Yeah, we'll have them.
In the next few weeks when they're settled in Pinas.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, amazing. And so tell us about the Dreamweaver Collective, Cecile. When was this founded, and you're the founder? What made you decide to do this?
Thank you for your interest, first of all. So the Dreamweaver Collective was born out of, deep passion for, my advocacy for the Tiboli indigenous community, as well as my love for sustainable, fashion and appreciation for the heritage and culture of the Tiboli. So this was I founded the Dreamweaver project at that time in mid 2019, the summer of 2019. This was right after I won Mrs. Philippines America 2019. So this
God, congratulations! I didn't know. Mrs. Philippines America.
Yes, it's okay. I don't usually lead with that.
This is who's the organizer of Mrs. Philippines America?
It's New York FilAm Lions Club.
Oh, yes. It's this with Nena Smith?
Yes.
Hi, okay. Oh, my God.
Yes.
It's a Nena.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay. So what happened then? It's a good endeavor you're doing.
Thank you. So invited me to join the pageant. And at first, I wasn't particularly sure if I was going to join. But she said that it would be a great opportunity, to be a platform for my advocacy. So campaign towards the pageant, I spoke about my love for the Tiboli and my experience living with them. And because I was born in Lake Sebu, and I spent my early childhood there because my parents worked there. So, kumbaga, I was thinking, like, win or lose, it doesn't matter because I get to talk about this community that I love so much. And fortunately for me, I ended up winning. So I donated 100% of my cash prize to the Tiboli indigenous community. And that was the beginning of it, 2019.
Nice of you to do that.
Oh, no.
So you were born in Lake Sebu.
Yes, po.
When did you come to the U.S.?
I came to the United States in 2013.
And were you a teenager then, or already?
No. I was already in my early 20s. In fact, I came here through a fiancé visa.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the lucky guy, Mr.
Weinstein.
Weinstein,
Yeah.
So far, so good. Life has been good, right?
Yes, we just celebrated our 12-year anniversary this month of October, and it's been so supportive. Yeah, to our advocacy. So I'm grateful to him as well. Yeah,
that's great that he's supportive, I suppose.
Yeah,
he is, right? So take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. These are the wonderful creations of the Tiboli. Is this? Am I correct, Cecile?
Yes. Yeah, so
that the Asian Tiboli weavers.
Yeah, the Tanalak fabric that you're seeing right now are hand woven by the Dreamweavers of Lake Sebu, South Cotabato. So they're called
Mhm.
Dreamweavers because they weave the fabric
Mhm.
and the designs coming from their dreams. So the spirit of Abaka, or they say the goddess of Abaka, called Fudalu, sends them the designs in their dreams, and upon waking up, they
Uh-huh.
they
Oh,
interpret that through fabric.
that's why it's like they dream of those patterns, things
Yes,
like that.
exactly.
I
Yeah,
have I have heard of that kind of story before that, weaving, they weave. In fact, weaving has like a lot of connection with their emotion. If it's a happy weave or it's a sad weave, is that correct?
well, I'm not particularly sure about the
Or is
sadness
it
or
a,
the happiness, but it's definitely a spiritual download because not
mm,
all weavers could, receive that download from the spirit. So only
wow.
select, let's say, master weavers um,
Oh my God.
get that design download, and then now if you're an apprentice or if you're learning from a master weaver in the beginning,
Mhm.
you could perhaps emulate the design of the master weaver, and then later on, then perhaps you could create your own sort, or implement your own design, or execute your own design if you happen to receive a download from the spirit. So there's a
Uh-huh.
lot of like
So what is that download? It's like a design in your head that you follow?
yes, so, yeah, because according to the weavers,
Mm.
they dream it and
Oh,
they
they
receive
dream
that
it. I
blessing of.
wonder what the meaning is. Is there a deeper meaning, or it's just really like part of the culture, the connection to the higher being?
Well, the Bali people in the indigenous community believe in they're animists, in
Yes.
that they're connected to the nature, and that's their belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in later decades, of course, Christianity also made it to the Bali community. So there are the Bali people who practice Christianity, but
Mm-hmm.
being animist is still very much part of their
Of the
reality.
culture.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So this is how weaving is done, right?
Yes. So it's quite an intricate process
Yeah.
because
But what is the material here, Cecile?
it's called abaca,
Oh, okay.
from the abaca plant. The
So they
type,
also produce the abaca?
yeah, they plant it. Some of them
Mm.
they have them in their backyard. Some of them they buy or they purchase from their neighbors who grow the abaca fiber, abaca plant.
I
Yeah.
see. And then where do they get the dye?
So it's from plant as well, plants.
Oh, it's also
So
plant-based.
yeah, everything is plant based, really. For example, the black comes from the roots, and then the red also comes from like the dye of another plant, canalum, loco, and the sort of the cream is the natural color of abaca. So that one
I
doesn't have a
see.
dye.
So the colors also come from abaca.
Only the cream, because that's the
I see.
original color of the abaca. But the red
So
and the black come from other plants,
I
from
see. Wow.
roots of other plant products. So they use a dye resist technique.
Mhm.
So they you can see the one that has cream, like they tie something on it so that
Uh-huh.
the dye of the red and the black dye doesn't go through. So it preserves the
Yeah,
original color of the abaca, which is what you see right now, like the cream or like the white color.
I see. You know what? I can immediately recognize that this is like a Tiboli work because of the kind of material and the color, the red, the black, and the white. So it's you get familiar with it already. So, but this is like really an ancient kind of artistry that has been handed down generationally, and I am so fascinated by that. So, are you also a weaver? That's why
Oh
you went
no.
to fashion.
I actually told them at the panel, because we had a panel at Yaman for all the weavers, and I was very honored to be invited to speak at the panel. I said,
I
weaving is
see.
not my skill at all. My skill and is weaving connections.
Oh, okay. That has purpose too.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
definitely. Wow. So, and look at what they create out of the weaves and
Mm.
fabrics into bags and coats. It's beautiful. It's elegant, and it's truly a reflection of indigenous art. Do you have a big market now, or how is it selling all these things, considering, how competitive it is and
Yeah.
how very unique it's also like a niche market you have to create, correct?
Yes. So there is definitely a need for it, because especially now that people are becoming more and more interested in going back to our own roots.
Yeah,
They're looking beyond the traditional terno, yung mga Filipiniana butterfly
yeah,
sleeve.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
going beyond that and really digging deep and wanting to learn more about our history as a people.
Mhm.
So that only supports our economy, so to speak, in terms of
Right,
the
right.
body handicrafts. So there is definitely a market for it. I agree it isn't niche, but it's becoming more and more mainstream now,
Mhm.
especially as younger generations become also interested in wearing them.
Awesome.
So it's not just like titas anymore who are interested like wearing it to the parties. Kids, young people, Gen Z are very much interested in representing their culture, like wearing their heritage with pride.
Wonderful. So
Yeah.
I'll show this picture, and this is you, see, combining the
Yeah.
artistic, the top, which is indigenous, and the modern
Yeah.
skirt. So
Yes.
it looks great. Personally, I love to modernize our indigenous fashion, then
Mm-mm.
to make it like wearable every day. You wear it with pride
Mm-mm.
when you run to work. And
Mm-mm.
it's not like only for special occasion. And may I know who is this girl next to you with the black top?
Okay, so that's Dr. Bettina Ross Idnay. She is one of our board members. In fact, she's the vice president for the Dreamweaver Collective.
Oh, great. She looks
Uh,
good on the skirt.
yes, yes, she's a wonderful ambassador for our crafts, and she's also wearing a hanumbu necklace. So hanumbu means it's comprised of rare beads, and
Mhm.
then as you can see, there's also brass design on that necklace.
Yeah,
So
like a tussle.
yeah, so it's just another way to apply something traditional into modern wear.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then who's next to you, like on the left side, the girl? This is
that's Estrelita Marcelo Goduino.
I
She,
see.
yeah, she is the featured weaver, designer, and
Uh-huh.
multi-skilled artisan at the Yaman event. She's
Oh,
the one of
she's this one, right?
yes, that's her. And I
Uh-huh.
was telling you, I think, at the green room earlier that
Uh-huh.
she owns the Kagal Bensuit piece that Catriona Gray wore during her
Right, right.
campaign for Miss
Oh,
Universe.
she did it. She was
Yes.
the one who
Oh,
like
her
wore.
mother did it. Her mother
Right.
did it, and it was gifted to her when she graduated in high school. But Estrelita owns it now.
Ah,
Yeah.
so wow. So, like, how do you wash these kinds of clothes, Cecile?
Oh, it's very easy. Hand wash, and then
Uh-huh.
you don't really need to use like harsh detergent. It could just be like simple detergent. I don't want to plug the brand, but like
Huh? Okay, but it has to
Downy,
be maybe
fabric,
organic.
yeah, like fabric conditioner you could use, or
I see.
just water really, and
And never put it in the machine, right?
no, don't, because
Yeah,
especially
masira.
the ones with the mother of pearls, and you could destroy it. Like in Ilonggo, we call it like waswas. You just
Okay.
waswas
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's also was in
Yeah,
Cebuano.
in Bisaya as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the next to Estrelita is Lee
Yeah, that's
Howard,
Lee
right?
Hauer, and
So
so
is Lee an investor there?
Lee Hauer is one of our very generous sponsors to the
Oh,
Dreamweaver
nice.
Collective and generous benefactor. Lee is the son of Prima Gipo Hauer. You can see she's at the far left of the photo. And Tita Prima is one of our board advisors.
Uh-huh.
We're actually, our connection was that, I mentioned to you I was born in Lake Sebu, and
Yeah.
at the very hospital that Tita Prima and her husband Al Hauer fundraised for.
Wow.
They essentially built that hospital in the
Can you imagine?
1970s. And
Wow. And but you only met here.
yeah, we met in the United States in 2019, right after I founded the Dreamweaver Project. At that time, it was called the Dreamweaver Project, and I told her about it. Siguro, I think I founded it in July or August, and then I met her in October, and I told her, Tita, this is what I'm trying to do. And she says, well, your dream is my dream too, she said.
Oh my
And
God.
so years later, we joined our forces. So, and we're much stronger for it because we combine our powers, so to speak.
It's very providential.
Yes.
Right? That you met. And then Lee is one of the co-founders of the very popular social media platform, LinkedIn. He's
Yes.
somebody we are so proud of for what he's doing too. And
Yeah.
he's like endorsing and also invested here with your organization.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Yes.
beautiful people just come together. And who is the guy after Lee?
Yeah, that's Michael Angelo Yambog. He actually is the tourism operations officer one for Lake Cebu.
Oh,
And
he's from government.
yes, he's from government, but at the same
Oh.
time, he's a community organizer, community leader. He co-founded
Oh, nice.
the Bali Community Library in Lake Cebu together with Tita Prima. So they are co-founders of that community hub there, where our artisans from the Dreamweaver Collective gather, and it serves as like the warehouse, so to speak, of our goods.
Oh, like this is where you put you display the crafts.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, nice. My God, what you're doing is amazing. And it's really like very creative and heroic, actually. Like, how nice is that to link our heritage to where we are right now, our second home, right? So, so far, how's business? Is it picking up? Do you have orders? Are the incomes substantial enough to help people there way back in Lake Cebu?
Yes, I haven't. We crunched the numbers recently, and I'm not done with my financial report. But I have to say that we did very well at the YAMAN event, and prior to that, we also have this what we call our 3 months pilot program, where for 3 months beginning August, so actually September, October, November, so like 3 months, we do yung private live selling to our friends. So it's by invite only. Let's say every Friday night we would invite a group of friends, or our contacts, like maybe 5 or 6 of them, and then our artisans like showcase to them online via Zoom. They showcase like their wares and their goods and their products, and then the attendees or the guests during that Zoom will say, okay, that's mine, I want that one, and then we would ship them here to New York. So
little by little, huh?
Yes, it's like super popular, and it's even gonna get better because we're about to launch our online shop for these products. So we'll keep you posted for when that's happening. But just from August alone to October, maybe just August, like maybe 3 weeks, in just a span of 3 weeks, we were able to our sales were at like $2,000 just for 3 weeks.
That's very good, right?
Yeah, that's very good, especially since that's what we're calling like starting slow. So I'm sure it's only gonna get better from that, especially once we have our website.
Awesome. Yeah. So all the best on that. So let me share this again. This one. So these are headpieces too, right?
Yes.
And this is also made by the Tiboli tribe, right?
Yes.
In Lake Sebu.
The base of the headdress or the comb is kahoy, or the wood. Then those are beads that they they attach by hand to the wood, and then you can't see it here, but actually on the wood there's actually like pieces of mirror, mirror, like sometimes round or like half moon shapes.
Wow, it's very intricate.
Yeah, and it's believed to like ward off the spirits, though. Like
is that a special wear when like there's a wedding or a birthday, or that's just an ordinary wear?
From now, the Tiboli community might have more input on this than me,
Uh-huh.
but from what I know of, it's usually worn as part of a ceremonial.
I see.
So, when you attend a wedding or when you attend a special gathering, you wear it, and it also exhibits the kumbaga, your net worth. Like, of
Oh,
course, the higher your position is in the society, the more intricate your headdress is,
okay.
or the more elaborate it is, the more economic capacity you have, right?
I see.
So, but
So
I think no one
where do they
expects.
get the beads?
Traditionally, the beads that are used are seeds of
Seeds.
seeds,
Mm-hmm.
but in the modern iteration, these are beads that are available commercially.
Oh, so they buy those things.
Yes, yes.
And wow, these are small ones, and maybe it takes a while to finish it.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's
Wow.
painstaking, so to speak,
Right,
like
right.
measuring how long it's going to be and making sure it's balanced.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Would you know if the weavers are full time into this craft, or they also do other things like being farmers or being midwives or something?
Yeah, most of them perform dual roles, or if
Mm-hmm.
not dual, more than two nga. And they're mothers,
Yeah.
and this is a source of income for them, or an additional income for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, while they're taking care of their home, managing their households, they're also doing this on the side.
So, how is Lake Cebu now? I only went there once, and then I went to the lake actually, and it was so, spectacular and spiritual.
Mhm.
How is it now in terms of the economy and the environment? Is it pristine? Is it still being protected, and is it productive?
So there are definitely areas that are very well protected and are
Yeah.
still pristine. Depends on where you go in Lake Cebu. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but of course, there are areas also that are inundated commercially,
Oh.
and it's quite, how do you say, civilization has caught up. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of modernized, especially like the town proper. It's a little bit modernized. Though the drive up is so much smoother now because the roads are paved. Unlike
Mhm.
before, when I was young, it takes longer because the only form of transportation is what they call like Skylab, or
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The motorcycle with so many passengers.
motorcycle. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah,
And
the road is different.
yeah, and the roads were not paved, so it takes longer, and
Oh
the
my
drive up
God.
is so much more challenging. But now, my God, it's like so quick. Like from Sorala, which is like the next town over, to Lake
Yeah.
Cebu, I would say like 20 minutes. It's
Uh-huh.
really quick. And of course, environmental protection is still an ongoing issue.
Yeah.
Always going to be. There is mining in like the barangay Ned.
Uh-oh.
That is like,
Uh-huh.
for me, if we go down that path in terms of our conversation, that's
Yeah.
really a heartbreaking conversation.
Right.
And so basically, my opinion on that is, there has to be a balance in terms of modernization and
Yeah.
the use of resources. Uh,
Right.
because you cannot, it can't be sustainable, even though we're
Right.
doing our part in promoting the heritage and culture, but if we're destroying the environment, then it's not sustainable.
Yeah, it will threaten life itself, right?
Yeah,
Look at just what's going on right now in
yeah,
Cebu, my hometown. Oh God, it's
yeah, oh my
heartbreaking.
God,
And
absolutely.
anything, we rest our lives on nature. And if we destroy it, we all will suffer. So
Yeah.
very concerned with the Tiboli
Mm.
artisans because it's land based, and like the abaca, growing of abaca, and make sure that it doesn't have so much fertilizers, or if ever are you putting fertilizers, or you have to just have organic ones so that the earth would still be fertile and not dry and corrode, and would just erode. we
Yeah,
know we know these things, but now it's really happening right before our eyes,
yeah,
the devastation.
yeah,
So sad.
absolutely. Yeah, it
So
is.
is it also part of your advocacy that is intertwined, development and preservation of nature.
Yeah, it has to be, because there's not much of a choice there. You can't push for just commercialization. The root of this really is preservation and protection. That's why we're doing this, because if we don't push to preserve and protect not just the culture and the heritage, but also environment, then what are we all doing this for anyway? Like, who are going to benefit from this? Is there anything for the future generation to benefit from?
I agree with you, definitely. Have you had enough support or from here in the US? Do you have? I mean, I'm sure Sol is one of those, or is he part of your group?
So Sol Kapunan and I and our family have been friends for, I want to say, 60 years at this point.
Oh man, that's great.
Because my father and Sol's cousin and uncle actually co-founded Cooperativa Santo Niño. And this is a little bit of a side story, Miss Melody.
Tell us.
But it will inform a little bit of my vision for the Dreamweaver Collective. So my father, he worked as an environmental reforester in Lake Sebu. That was his job. While my mother worked at the planning office, writing grants in the very same office that Tita Prima worked at, and the very same office Tita Prima established. So
awesome.
When the Santa Cruz mission ended in the 90s, my father went back to Santo Niño, where we are from originally, and he established, the Cooperativa Santo Niño, which is a cooperative for farmers. And he pioneered organic farming and sustainable agriculture in our province. And he did that because of what he observed in Lake Sebu, where they were doing, kaingin. I don't know what is the English for kaingin, but slash and
burn or something.
Yeah, slash and burn, where because there's not enough land to farm, so they had to slash and burn to make land to create space for farming.
Yeah.
So that's what he saw, and then he went back to Santo Niño and he said, it has to be sustainable agriculture, because otherwise it's not good for the land. It doesn't benefit the farmers to keep buying.
It will burn the soil too and erode it.
Absolutely, yes. So when you were talking about organic fertilizers and then giving the land rest, that really resonates with me, because this was my life and this was my exposure. I saw this. I remember when I was I want to say 12 years old. My father.
Your dad is still there? Still working with the
farmers? Not anymore. He's no longer there, and he passed in 2018. But his passing, that's what inspired me to join Mrs. Philippines America, because I wanted a way to continue his legacy.
Wow. Wow. That's wonderful. God bless him.
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, to answer your question, yes, the Kapunans are very supportive. And in fact, Mary Ann Kapunan, Sol's wife, is our treasurer.
I see. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So keep on keeping on that one. And this one too, she your supporter too, or part of the board?
So this is Christina Benevento. She owns and she's a co-founder of Full Circle in Gardener, which was the venue for our event, Nawa 2025. And she happens to be Filipina as well, half Filipina.
Half Filipina.
Yes. When I reached out to her several months ago, because I said we wanted an event space to hold Nawa, our event. And then she was so excited because she's half Filipina. She said, Cecile, I don't have much exposure in the Filipino side of my family. So this is really exciting for me to be part of this. And she's nothing but supportive. And she eventually hired me to be program coordinator and events coordinator for her venue. So that's one of the other hats that I wear as well.
Wonderful. So you book events in that
yes, in that space, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. It would be interesting to find out about that.
Maybe sure. You're welcome to come here upstate.
But it is like you're upstate, right?
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half from New York. If you ever want to be here in our neck of the woods, you're welcome to stay with me.
Are you near Albany?
Albany is still an hour and 15 minutes from me.
Oh, you're closer. That's great.
City. Yeah.
So wonderful. We'll look forward to that. We
Yeah.
will plan out something. Yeah.
Awesome.
Especially because we still need to interview our weavers who
Yeah.
are just journeying back home.
Yeah.
So tell us about the immediate plans of the organization.
Okay, so immediate plans. Number one, we want to establish our online shop because, especially after our performance, so
Yeah.
Yaman, people are really clamoring
Yeah.
for our supplies. They're like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
how could we make it accessible to our clientele?" That's why we're launching our online shop. The other thing that we are working on is we hold these monthly events. We partner with the Foundation for Filipino Artists, FFAI.
Oh, great.
This is they have
Tita Aida.
Yeah, with Tita Aida, yeah. I work with Roxanne, specifically their program coordinator, and they have a program called Monthly Merienda. So in the summer, we did 2 events back to back called DIY Halo Halo. So we taught people
Halo Halo, the dessert. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We taught people in the community how to make halo halo, and the wonderful thing about this is not only our target clientele or the people who came are not just Filipinos. They're from some locals here in upstate, and then some fellow Asian people from the Asian community as well. Our neighbors in Asia who are interested in our culture in the Philippines. And then when it comes to Filipino attendees, we have our demographic is also spread out. We have boomers, we have millennials, we have Gen Zs. Especially
Wonderful.
Gen Zs are very interested in our culture, so they had a lot of fun recreating halo halo, and there were kids who were there as well. Were kids of the attendees. So
That's great.
we want to sustain that because aside from bringing programming such as inviting our weavers here and our cultural performers, we also really want to have conversations with our local community here, and get to the bottom of their experience as Filipinos or Asians in the diaspora. What are their immigrant experience, what are their people of color experience, and in what ways can we support them?
Wow, that's so admirable. And that will make your community cohesive.
Yes.
And, know each other, have a very good cultural exchange and all that.
Yeah.
So all the best to you, Cecille, for what you do. And it's really commendable. Keep doing it. And I hope to talk to you some more.
Yes.
And keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you po.
Thank you naman. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our conversation for today. Miss Cecille Castillon-Weinstein. It's so tricky. So thank you, Cecille, and all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Until the next episode, bye for now. Oh, by the way, this is not the full moon. It's just my light reflected.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, before we close, can you put your earring a little closer, Cecille? So what is that made of? Still of beads?
Yes, pa. It's beads. Yeah.
You can order that from Cecille, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We will put the contacts to get all these wonderful accessories to support our weavers way back in southern Philippines. Bye again, Cecille. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless.